Welcome back to the 2021 mini elemental forecast. I'm Jacqueline Maloney and this is Leonidas, and we are back with the 7th year of the cycle. So this is our second slower year to really kind of catch your breath from everything that's happened over the past few years. And the people that I'm talking to today are young Earth. So young Earth is the masculine expression of Earth, and they are super wise, really stubborn, often confused with water people. They love people, but they also absolutely love and adore their alone time, and they need it. Earth is super social, like I've talked about a bunch of times. But this particular Earth, they love people and they can spend like 50% of their time with people, but they need that other half to themselves. They need to be able to like hibernate in their cave and not have anybody bother them. They are highly more introverted than the other Earths, I should say. And these Earth people tend to be, they're human rights activists, they could be politicians, they love rooting for the underdog, so they're always involved, they're definitely LGBTQ allies and people who are making sure that everyone has a voice. It's very important to them that everyone has a voice. And they generally like do things with their hands, and Earth people are always kind of making things and doing things. So they are entering into a Yin Metal Year, and this is a princess year. So last year was all about recognition and really making a name for yourself and just kind of sitting back and watching how all of your hard work has come to fruition. This is the energy of harvest time. And this year is much more like kind of the energy of retirement. It's celebration, it's joy, it's spending within your means to like really celebrate something. And what I mean by that is, so it's all about finding joy and being in joy in this year. It's a year of ease. And if something's a little expensive, but it's going to cause you an inordinate amount of joy, like buy it and do that thing. If it's getting fresh flowers every week, which is something that you normally wouldn't do, but if it brings you joy, do it. If you can spend the money, do it. This is to celebrate all of your hard work. And really, the princess loves luxury. So this is about indulging and having luxury and traveling if you can, taking vacations. The energy is really in support of that celebration aspect. And this year, it's practicing gratitude and trust is going to be huge for you. The energy of metal is really interesting. It has an interesting relationship with money. And particularly in a metal year, if you're feeling anxious about money at all, metal can kind of contract in on itself and it feels worse than it normally would. But gratitude and trust will be your medicine this year to make sure that the energy is flowing nicely, that you have everything you need, that you get to stay in that joyful place. It'll be really, really helpful. And so metal, which I didn't talk about much in the last video, but metal has this incredible letting go quality. So this is the year to like declutter everything. So declutter your house, declutter your computer, declutter yourself, and whether that's energetically, emotionally, physically, doing like a cleanse and eating better, the energy is really in support of any decluttering that you can do. So if you've been meaning to do like the home edit or Marie Kondo, like this is an awesome year, and you will get so much joy just from having everything organized. It's an incredible way to support yourself during this year. And then public speaking and writing is going to be really favored upon this year. Everybody loves to watch the princess and wants to know what the princess has to say. So if you get any public speaking gigs, if there's any chance for you to communicate like with your adoring fans, this is the year to do that. And again, you can dial up the sacred rituals and practices that you started last year. That alone time, it's going to be really important for you to connect And whether that's just, you know, writing down 10 things that you're grateful for every day before you go to bed, that would be an awesome way to really connect and feel like you're in flow in this metal year. And so the princess doesn't like to do her own chores either. So delegate anything you can when possible. And if you ever have the choice, choose joy. If it's a matter of choosing joy or something else, choose joy. And a few things to just be mindful of this year. Don't get stuck in lack mentality. Like I was saying a few minutes ago, it's really easy for the metal energy to constrict. You know, if you're concerned about money, it'll feel like the walls are caving in around you. And you can shift that super fast with gratitude. So if you take nothing else away from this video, just start writing down things you're happy for. It'll work. And also don't forget to breathe. So metal rules the lungs and the large intestines in Chinese medicine. And oftentimes metal people literally forget to breathe. And you might see that coming through this year, like just feeling short of breath or not realizing that you were kind of holding your breath. So taking deep breaths every once in a while, if you're not feeling like you might be breathing like a normal person. And then try not to take on too much responsibility. Again, this is the princess. This is fun. This is light. This is about delegation to others. And if you have to take on too much responsibility, you're going to be really upset about it. So just avoid that anywhere you can and outsource as much as you can. Yes. And one of the things that the princess is exceptionally good at, and in not a good way, they can be extremely cutting with their words. So just be mindful of what you're saying to people, because it might come across meaner or more cutting than it normally would. And be watchful of your boundaries. So metal always has an interesting relationship with boundaries, as do earth people. So just be mindful of it. And you know, no is a complete sentence. And if you're feeling like encroached upon, definitely doing any type of decluttering, mentally, emotionally, physically, cleaning out the closet, cleaning out, you know, the cobwebs in the attic, all of that stuff will help in this year. And one of the last things that is definitely the most interesting in a Yin Metal Year, just watch how sensitive you are to everything. So there's a what is it, like not a nursery rhyme, but a kid's story, The Princess and the Pea, you know, and the princess slept on like 55 mattresses. And you know, the story of a real princess is that she could feel the pea under all those mattresses. And you will feel like that this year. So if clothing might feel more itchy, you might want things that don't have tags. You might feel seams in your socks that you don't normally feel. Or scents, perfumes, things that never bothered you before might start bothering you. Your allergies might be more intense. Just take note of it. And, you know, just try to make your physical experience as comfortable and, you know, and as nice as possible. Just getting rid of those things. And knowing that it's not going to feel like this forever, but it literally is a thing in the metal year, and just it is how it is. So again, this is just the tip of the iceberg with the forecast. But if you'd like to hear more or learn more, go to jacquelinemaloney.com/blueprint, and feel free to leave any comments, questions, concerns, clarification points in any of the comments on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And have a wonderful day, and we will see you with the next video with fire people in a cave year.